Insta360 1 inch. What up, internet world? It's your boy Jermaine back with another video. This video I am gonna talk about this camera here. This here is the Insta360. This is the 1 inch edition, and this is my first 360 camera. So I thought I would just make a video just talking about using this camera, because I've been using this camera for about a month now, and I really like it, and I thought I would just make a video just talking about this. This is not a sponsored video. I bought this camera with my own money. They did not send me this camera, and I thought I would just you know, just jump right into it. So first off, you know, like I said, I've been using this camera for about a month, and I've used it almost every single day to make like 360 videos, and this is a pretty awesome camera. Now, like I said, this is my first 360 camera, and I would already say that I want to get another 360 camera. I want to get a cheaper 360 camera, one that's not a 1 inch sensor, one that's not as heavy as this one that is not as expensive as this one, because this is like a $900 camera. And with the GoPros are like, you know, $400, $500, and $400, $500, I'm more willing to put the camera in more risky situations. But you know, an $800 camera, no, I'm not. I don't really want to, you know, hang it off the side of a bike in a dangerous way. Also, with a GoPro, it's much easier to replace the lens. If you know, crack a lens, or if you break the camera, it's much easier to replace, especially with, you know, certain GoPro models. You can just replace the lens if you ever break it. Not that big of a deal. With this 360 camera, if you know, break the lens, you're gonna have to replace the whole top piece, which is modular, which is actually kind of cool, because you can just replace the top piece and then you can keep the bottom piece, and you know, yeah. But you know, at the end of the day, you don't want to, you know, drop this. Now, if you drop this, you have a very high chance of cracking the glass, because you have lenses on both sides of this camera, so you just have a very high chance of breaking it. Just yesterday, I was cycling, just going down Market Street, and I think I was going about 20 miles an hour, and I dropped my GoPro. Like it came unclipped off my backpack. It wasn't clipped all the way. It came unclipped, and it fell in the middle of the street, and it bounced a couple times, and I stopped, you know, ran back, you know, picked up the GoPro. No problems. I was thinking, oh crap, I probably broke the lens on it, but no problems. The camera still works. I'm making this video with the GoPro right now as we speak. But if I would have dropped this camera with the weight of this camera and the way it's made, yeah, this camera would definitely be destroyed. If I just dropped this camera probably right here on the ground here, it would high chance of being high chance of being destroyed. So you might want to, you know, you might want to get that extra protection plan. I did not get the extra protection plan with this camera. That's something that you might want to think about doing as someone who has already bought this camera. Now, let's just talk about ease of use and using the camera. Now, I'm just going to be honest, I haven't mastered it yet. Like for example, with the GoPro, like I pretty much know how to, you know, change all the features and know how to change everything with the GoPro. I haven't exactly mastered this camera. However, I have used it quite a bit. I've made quite a few 360 videos, you know, using this camera, and it is it's pretty awesome to use, and it's kind of easy. You know, I haven't figured out the editing to a T. I've figured out editing enough to, you know, make decent videos. Now, things that I just really like about a 360 camera, it's really hard to use a GoPro, a regular GoPro, because I'm a GoPro shooter. Majority of my videos are done with GoPro. It's kind of hard to use a GoPro if I'm doing like a walking tour video now. Like, it's really difficult to use a GoPro, because even though I know if I use a GoPro, it'd be 4K, and you know, the quality is going to be really nice. If I use a GoPro, we're only going to see this much. We're only going to see this angle. We're only going to see the front. And if I use a 360 camera, we can see all around. So, you know, using a 360 camera is way cool in that whole aspect. Now, after getting all these awesome angles, I have so many options. I can, you know, I can edit a 360 video, right? So to edit a 360 video, I would like, you know, sort of, you know, I would go in and I would sort of edit the video, and I would point it in a direction to have the viewer seeing a certain direction. However, this is a 360 video, so, you know, yes, I'm pointing the viewer in this direction, but the viewer can also move around and look and see around them, so it gives them that freedom and flexibility. But then I can take that same video that I filmed. Okay, for example, I did this. I went to a park. I, you know, filmed this 360 video. I filmed it for people to look around. But then I also, after, you know, editing a 360 video, I, you know, made a flat video, a regular video for my regular YouTube account, for this YouTube account. I, you know, took the best parts of the 360 video and I chop and made a flat video, a video for YouTube, and then I uploaded that to YouTube. And then, since you film a video like that in 360, it's very easy to make a video for YouTube, right? Because YouTube wants it in, like, you know, this sideways form, like a regular TV. But then it's also very, very easy to take that same video, and right after you've exported it you've exported the 360 version, and then you've exported the YouTube version, and then you can actually go out and edit, you know, one for Instagram, and then you can edit another one for Facebook. And after you've made the first edit, only thing you have to do is go back in the settings and just change it, and then now you have, you know, 4 different videos in 4 different, you know, video formats for 4 different platforms. So it kind of makes it like really, really easy to share, because after you do the first edit, you just sort of have to export, like, you know, a couple more times, and you can just have all this awesome footage that you can share to different platforms. So that's one reason I really like this camera. Another reason that's just game changer using the 360 camera, that is just something I've never really thought about, is the photos you're able to capture on a 360 camera. Yo, some of the photos I get on here are just amazing. How I can sit the camera down and we can get this wide angle view, and it can be like buildings in the background and stuff, and I have my bike there, and, you know, I'm squatting down and I'm doing something weird with my hands like this, and it just looks like super fly. It's just something that, you know, I've never ever been able to achieve with other cameras. So that's one thing I really, really like about the Insta, you know, the Insta360, the 1-inch edition. So overall, this has been a really, really cool camera to have. Well, like I say, if I got another one, I would definitely add that insurance to it, because it would probably be, well, not the insurance, the extra extended warranty or whatever, just in case you drop it. Because I feel I'm the type of person that will drop a camera like this if I use it over and over. But like, the versatility is just amazing. I would probably look at getting a external microphone soon, because the audio is not that great. It's always windy here in San Francisco. If you live in a place where it's not that windy, or if you plan on filming indoors a lot, maybe you don't have to worry about audio as much. I mean, it really depends on your preference. But the audio for me is, I mean, it's alright. I mean, I don't just film on the windiest days. I usually try to film on days that are not so windy. But yeah, like I said, I really like the camera, and I can't wait to continue making more footage with it, and I can't wait for, you know, next editions of, you know, Insta, you know, the cameras, because I'm sure they're gonna get better and better. You know, this one shoots in, I think, like 6K or something like that. But when you export it, like when you export a 360 video, you can only get it up to about 4K. And actually, I don't even think it's 4K, because, you know, if it's 6K and it's going all the way around, the image actually can't be 6K going all the way around. It's got to be way less than that. So I don't exactly know the numbers off the top of my head, but I don't think it exports at 4K on the 360, but I don't exactly think that's 4K at all. I think it's probably about 1080p or something all the way around. I think for it to be 4K all the way around in a 360 video, you would need to be about, instead of 4K, instead of 6K, it would need to be about 12K or something. Also, something else I'll throw out there, something a lot of people don't know, this here is a 360 camera, 360 2D, not a 360 3D, okay? So the difference is this, when you are watching a regular YouTube video online, the people look flat on the video, right? So when you watch a video made with this on the Oculus, the people are gonna look flat on the video, but you'll be able to look around and see, you'll be able to look around because it's 360. And I think a lot of people get VR mixed up. They get they get 3D videos, 3D 360 videos mixed up with 3D 2D videos, because this is 2D, right? Massive difference. Now a 3D 360 video would actually be really freaking amazing, especially if you have a Oculus VR headset on, or any VR headset on, and you're viewing this content. It would be really amazing, because everything you see would look like would have like this 3D effect to it. Like myself, like I would have like sort of this 3D effect to it, and you would be able to see like, wow, you look little, and you would be able to see this thing in my hand. You could visualize it much better in 3D versus 2D. On the flip side, 3D cameras are much more expensive, and 3D cameras also need many more cameras. They need many more lenses. They also need many more memory cards. Insta does make a professional 8K 3D camera, but that camera goes for about, I don't know, anywhere from like $4,000 to $5,000, and it also has, I think it has like 16 memory cards or something like that, or 12 memory cards or something. It has some insane amount of memory cards, and yeah, that would just be hundreds and hundreds of dollars in just memory cards. And then this would be like this really expensive camera that's big, that you would have to walk around with, that looks like this Google Earth thing that looks like a basketball with a bunch of cameras on it. And yeah, for now, I'm cool with the, the $800 consumer version. This is a pretty cool camera for the most part, not too expensive. And yeah, I like it. They have a really cool app that works. It works pretty well. If you guys want to see more videos from me about the Insta, let me know in the comments below. Like, if you ask questions, maybe I'll drop another video on the channel talking about the 360 camera, because I love it. It's a new addition. I've been using it, and yeah, it's pretty awesome to have around. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and peace out, yo.